I think these are either shags or cormorants, but they're just sailing by the boat here in Tiburon in Belvedere Cove. Quite a big group of them. Quite amazing. Very, very low cloud still, and a little bit of rain. I think we're going to have rain most of the day today. It's quite interesting to see all these birds on the water. Here are some of the rest of them. They normally, look at them, so many on the breakwater. That's normally where they are when they're not fishing. And these must be the ones from the missing part of the breakwater, the empty section, all heading out into the bay now. So not very active at the moment. They obviously don't need to be fishing as they would normally be. Yeah, it's a pretty miserable day today, but at least we haven't got the heavy rain that we had the other day, which caused a massive leak into the head. I had 4 quite good sized containers almost full of water, and so yesterday I spent quite a bit of time trying to block the entrance. I could see where likely it was coming in, which was a tiny little hole, and I'm just going to show you that now. So this is where the solar panel wire comes down from the solar panel on top of the hard top down here, and then of course it had to go inside. So that entrance there is where all the water, I was pretty sure, was coming in. So I spent quite a bit of time yesterday blocking it off with some sealant, and it looks as though I've been successful. I'm happy to say that today, although admittedly we didn't have the heavy rain of the other day, but today there's absolutely no sign of any water coming in down below to the head, so I'm really happy about that. These are just 2 of the 4 similar sized containers that were almost full of water Thursday evening, and I undid the head lining up here on top of the head to see if I could spot where the water was coming in, although I was pretty sure I knew where it was. This is my other project for the last day or so, which was to replace the mirror in the head. And that turned into, instead of a very simple take the old one off, put the new one in place, of course it ended up with being a bit of a problem because the supports for the mirror, these little supports here, down the 2 of them down at the bottom have obviously got totally corroded, and I'm having to alternate having them in white vinegar and coil to try to release them so that I can undo them, the outer part, and get to separate the 2 bits. And here we are, finally successful. I'm really happy. I got the vice grips in action on the 2 bits of the support, that little item there, and finally managed to get the inside part away from the outer, and yeah, suddenly it gave way. So white vinegar to the rescue yet again. It's amazing how often white vinegar does a good job. So very happy now. I'm going to get that mirror back in place. Here we are. Mirror is finally in place. I'm just hoping that it won't crack. You know, I just wonder how good the supports are, but we've managed to get that done. So here they are, back in the supporting the mirror. Yeah, it's quite difficult showing the shape of the mirror, which is following the various angles, edges within the head area here. But anyway, so there it is, back in place. Well, I say back in place, it's a new one. And just hope it has a good long life without getting the corrosion around the edges that was the reason for replacing the old one. Anyway, here we go. And yeah, if you enjoy my videos, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and you'll get notified when I have a new one coming up. Okay, another job ticked off the list. Happy.